Greetings. This is Elder Blacklight. I'm trying to get you to see that you're being prepared by me to rule your own destiny. Uh, we coming at you with a uh, very elevated and advanced message. We're preparing you to rule. We were being prepared to rule in the NOI. The brothers in the Nation of Islam were being prepared to rule the planet. So we can't. They gave us this book here, preparing us to rule. So we had to know what we were going to rule, and not only we had to know what we were going to rule, but we had to know why we were going to rule it. Uh, so the time has come for us to prepare uh, those who are ready for the seed to drop on fertile soil, on their fertile soil, to be cultivated and to bloom into rulership. Now this rulership got to be righteous though. So all your habits that were given to you by your arch enemy, the devil. I wasn't stuttering. I was just trying to give it an echo effect, because that echo effect lets you know that it's getting ready to fade away, because echoes fade. The rulership of the Caucasian is fading, and we're not just to go over in Africa, because we were all over this planet. Now, let me make it plain to you. As long as you keep bowing down after that dollar, or as long as you keep bowing down to the Caucasian, you're bowing down to a false god. The Caucasian wasn't made to last. Now he might have been made to rule you, so you could get your thing together. You can get your act together, you know. So you could come out of this hibernation. So black man went into hibernation, so the Caucasian could rule. Now, if you don't know about what I'm talking about, pick up Theology of Time by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Message to a Black Man, and then get all the rest of the materials that he wrote, all the other videos that you can get your hands on, audio, video, He hadn't went nowhere. Now, a lot of brothers watching this movie about Bumpy Johnson with Forrest Whitaker. That movie is a joke. A lot of you could tell that a Caucasian. I didn't know Forrest Whitaker. I didn't know he was a Tom like that. I didn't know that, but I should have known it. They're lying through their teeth all the way around the board. See, everybody thinking that Elijah chose Malcolm to be his successor, and they was thinking that Elijah was jealous of Malcolm because Malcolm could talk real good. Malcolm didn't have. You think Malcolm had all the knowledge, that more knowledge than the Honorable Elijah Muhammad had? But you got a lot of people believing that. You got a lot of old school brothers believing it. You got a lot of new school brothers believing that Malcolm had more knowledge than the messenger. So throughout this series, we're going to show you, not only are we going to show you the falsehood of that movie with the Forrest Whitaker about Bumpy Johnson. We're going to show you the falsehoods of that. But we're going to show you where you better try to tune your mind up to understand what's about to go down. If you got children and you love your children and you want your children to make it out of this calamity, you wanted them to see the dawn of a new day. If you want them to be in the hereafter, as we say, you better listen to this and wake up fast. And all you brothers who got the knowledge, who got the teachings and are teaching teachers, you better unite with those who want to unite with you. And as I was going to say, a sign was given to Detroit right when the riots jumped off. When the riots jumped off, it was a sign. Now, most people thought that we had done a terrible thing by rioting and burning up our stuff. They said, you burn up your own. No, all that stuff belonged to them Jews, and when the riot jumped off, they went to Florida, California, and New York. They still had property here, but they wouldn't repair the property downtown. All of them moved out, all them Hudsons and everything, everything started moving out Detroit. And we was ready, a lot of us was ready back then to rule Detroit. That's why when Mayor Coleman Young became mayor, he said, hit 8 Mile. Now, he wasn't just talking to the Caucasian, he was talking to brothers too. But Mayor Coleman Young was a square. He was on the square. And for 20 years ruled was the mayor of Detroit. But we became more corrupt. You know, that's when Wallace took over. Wallace and Farrakhan and their concept of Islam. But now remember this. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said there would be no successors after him. He said Allah chose him and Allah will choose. If there is to be a successor, Allah will choose. But in actuality, he said, only one coming after him is God. Now make sense of that. And that's what's about to happen. The God rule, the God zone, the God vision is preparing you to rule this sucker. So, all the ministers that follow the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad that's in Detroit, y'all better get with, with your brother that say they follow him. If you don't believe he follows the teachings, then you ain't got to do nothing. But I think we should have a conference. It's our time to rule Detroit. When you study all the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he said that we want some of this land for ourselves. I got a video showing where a California white man wanted to come back to Detroit, and something is keeping him from doing it. They're going to be trying to come back here in flocks. Now, we having another opportunity to take over rulership without firing a shot if we unite and pool our resources together. We're going to talk about it a little later, Black Light.